Hi, what's up, everyone? How are you? How have you been? How's your businesses doing? If you haven't started, when are you gonna start? What are you waiting for? I do help stores open, I help existing stores stay open, I help change the trajectory of your business, branding. I really help a lot. If you follow my journey here, you know that I also have been growing my business. I have a beauty supply store. It's in Streamwood in Illinois. It's doing great. We have a salon in there as well. I'm in a suburb, so that means I have quite a variety of clientele. I have the Black American, Africans, I have the Hispanic, I have the Caucasians. So I sell to, my store is pretty diverse, and you can decide to do the same thing. I was actually talking with someone who I haven't started helping them yet, but this person wants to open a beauty supply store. And after watching the video that I talked about how to be a profitable beauty supply store industry, I'm gonna leave this video links in the description box below so you can go watch that. So after this person saw that, they decided, you know what, I'm gonna open a beauty supply store, but I'm only gonna focus on hair and like everything hair, so just like wigs, extensions, braiding hair and stuff like that, and just like main products that go in line with the hair. So they're dropping all the product part of the business, which in my opinion is actually a good thing, because really there's no money in the product unless you're moving a lot of it. And the good thing with the products is just that it gets people in. So when someone is coming in to buy like shampoos or like edge control, something like that, then that's how they end up seeing maybe something nice wigs and stuff like that. Yeah, all my videos are very informative. They help you make decisions on what you want to do. And obviously, as usual, if you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comments section below. I'm actually gonna compile all the questions in my comment section maybe around March, and I'm gonna do a video like a Q&A. So always leave me questions there, then I'm gonna compile that into a video. And if you have like a personal question, or maybe interested in my consulting services, you can go ahead and send me an email at bluxbeautysupply@gmail.com. I will go ahead and respond to that as well. Today we are talking about should you open a beauty supply store in 2023, considering the challenges in the industry, what to expect. So we'll just dive right in. Should you open a beauty supply store in 2023? And my answer is yes. Do not give up on your dreams. Always go for your dreams. If you feel this is the industry for you, please go ahead and do that, because you don't want to get to 10 years down the line and you're like, oh man, I really want to open a beauty supply store. You still have that dream, because you never know what the possibility is for you. So go in, do it, see if you like it. Many people stay, they love it. You cannot beat the freedom of being a business owner or entrepreneur. The first thing that you need to consider if you should open a beauty supply store this year in 2023 is capital. And in another video about the true cost of opening a beauty supply store, I know there are consultants out there who are telling you if you have $30,000 or $20,000, they can help you open a store and be profitable, unless you're gonna have something else in that store. Unless you're already like a braid shop, you do braiding, you do hair, but you want to add products, yes, you can get that started with like $30,000. So that means you already have like a space in place, you already have a list done, everything. So it's just buying products. Yes, that is possible. But if you're just starting from scratch, 30,000 can do it, but it's really gonna be very difficult for you. I mean, I'm not saying you cannot do it, but you're gonna put in a lot. You're gonna have to do a lot as well. You're gonna have to be creative, probably buy used merchandise, like maybe a store that's closing, buy products from them, or like fixtures, buy from a store that's like you're gonna have to be very, what's the word, so with $70,000 to $100,000, you'll be comfortable. You will not make money right away, because I would like you to be putting money still in the business, but you will be able to at least take out maybe like $2,000, $3,000 a month. So that's still good. But if you want to grow and even scale your business, you can just put that right back into the business. If you want to make profits right away, you're looking at about $200,000 investment. Then after that, you will start making profits, like right away, the first month of opening whatever you're selling, because you're already fully stocked. You don't have to put the money back into buying stock, so you can start taking out profits for your business. Actually, I think there's another point that is even more important, is your attitude. This is you as a person. If this is the business for you, you have to be someone who is very patient, someone who is very passionate, and someone who is ready to help. People come in the store, they don't know what they want, they have no idea about products and what style they want to get on their hair, so they need you to provide them information. Sometimes people are very rude. When I was starting out, or but I've even had this with my clients, sometimes people walk in, and because you're still growing, and like I always say, open one account at a time, so maybe you have like 3 accounts opened, and they come in and they're like, oh, you don't have certain brand, and then they're like, oh, there's really nothing in this store. Or they're like, show me your lashes, and you show them like, this is where I have my lashes, and or show me your age control, and say like, this is where I have my age control, and they say like, this is all you have. So this business can be brutal, so you have to be someone who will be able to go past that. You cannot be someone who acts on impulse or acts on emotion real quickly, because sometimes people will insult you. Like I've had an experience where someone was looking for the Nairobi hair foam wrap. It's really popular, but when I started, I didn't know that was a popular brand. And again, I'm from Kenya, so the capital of Kenya is called Nairobi. So when this person asked me Nairobi foam wrap, in my head, I was like, what? My capital city? Like I didn't make the connection. And this person told me like, you shouldn't be working in a beauty supply store if you don't know what your products are. And actually, I did have a Nairobi foam wrap. It was in there. This person walked around and found it, and she was like, here, this is what I'm asking. You're working here and you don't even know where products are. You're working here, you don't even know what you have in your store. Then she just went to the cash register, and I just followed and I cashed her out, and I was like, have a beautiful day. So those are things that can happen that you need to be prepared for. All right, so those are 2 points already, so we're gonna go to point number 3. Pick and decide the beauty supply store that you want to open. Have a niche. So right now I would say we have about maybe 4 different kinds of beauty supply stores. So we have the ones that the Asians and the Arabs are opening, the mega stores. These are like 10,000 square feet or like 20,000 square feet. Like it's very big, very humongous. It's just like a Walmart, just beauty supply store. People are doing that, those who have money, and they're taking out the small stores. Then we have the regular beauty supply store that's in your neighborhood. So just a small store, super packed with Asians, and they pretty much work there. Some know our products, but some don't. So that's the other one. And then there's the niche, now the black-owned beauty supply stores. And then there's the niche products. So this is someone who's like focusing on certain brands. Like you can just focus on black-owned brands, or you can just focus on like products that don't have sulfates and parabens, and like vegan products and environment friendly products. So you can be a boutique beauty supply store, or you can just be a beauty supply store that sells just hair extensions, stuff like that. So decide what kind of a store you want to have. Decide what ambience are you looking for. What do you want people to know or think about when they think about your beauty supply store. Right now, you cannot just open a store without having a clear pathway and a clear guide on what you want to have in your store. To note that if you go ahead and do like a niche specific kind of beauty supply store, you're looking at a beauty supply store that maybe is low volume but high ticket margins or high items. So you can have like the high-end human hair. You can be selling like the $600, $1,000 human hair. You can also focus on people who are losing hair, like alopecia clients or cancer patients, and take care of them. They don't want to go to a store where they don't feel personalized services, where they're asked to try their wigs in front of people. Like you're gonna have like a private try section. I mean, all this, and this is why it's important for you when you're opening your beauty supply store, have a consultant, so that you have a clear path and a clear guide, and someone who can tell you like, yeah, this is a good thing, or no, this will not work. So don't have this grandiose idea in your head and you haven't spoke with an expert just to see if it's a viable, business, if there's a problem out there and you're gonna be the solution that fixes that. Gonna talk about, so this is point number 4. This is the vendors. So getting into this business, you need to know that the vendors are pretty much the gatekeepers of the business. Without the vendors, who are you gonna sell? And the vendors are divided into 2 sections. There's the vendors that are welcoming, and they open your account, they'll sell hair to you even as a black owner or a minority owner. And then there's the people who don't want to do anything with the black owned beauty supply stores. They do. So I'm gonna say majority of the black owners are suffering with struggling to get accounts with these people, but there's still a few black store owners who have these accounts. Most of them, either they've been in the business longer, like probably 15 years in the business, like the OG black owned beauty supply stores, they're out there. Then there's these ones who are opening the stores in like a very very I don't want to say remote, but I'm gonna say somewhere where there's no other beauty supply stores, so they get these accounts. But some people who are closer to Asian stores are struggling, and like in my case is even more baffling because my location was previously Korean store owned, and they had these accounts. They had the SNG, I'm talking about Shake and Go, they had the Model, and Made is part of the Model as well. Shake and Go is also part of the Model group. I'm not getting those accounts. So these are people who do not want black people in the business. They are not even hiding it. They don't want us, they don't care for us, and they're like, F off. So SNG, their popular brand is the free dress. Everyone keeps asking me, do you have free dress? Do you have free dress? Yes, we have free dress in our store, but I'm not getting it from the direct vendor, and it's not good. I should be able to get it from the direct vendor. Model, they are popular for the hair. Organics is them. Model is organics, and they have the synthetic bundles, very popular. The Model also has the Dreamweaver. Those are the human hair bundles, very popular. I don't have them. The good thing with their Dreamweaver bundles, those people still use purple packs, and those are popular from Outre. Some people are struggling to get Outre, but I would say majority of the people are still getting in on Outre. Sensational, very friendly, they accept you right away. Bobbi Boss, very friendly, they accept you. Royal IMAX, that's Zuri. Hollywood, they accept you, very good. Janet, they accept you, very good. Diana accepts you, awesome. It's a Wig, takes you A+, takes you. Then there's the specialty vendors who sell like specific products in the market that are very popular. I'm talking about the Ebin, I'm talking about the Style Factor, that's the Edge Booster product. Even if you're not able to get these products from these vendors who are trying to lock you out, just find a way to have those products in your store, because our clients, the black people who use these products, don't care. Well, some of them do care, because when they come to my store, and if I'm just in a mood that day and they're like, do you have free trust? I'm just like, actually no, I don't have it, because Shake and Go will not approve my account because I'm black owned. Some will be like, oh dang, okay, I'm so sorry, what else do you have? And I'm like, I have a Lutress that's from Shade. I have not free tress, I have Lulu Tress from Sensational, and they're like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna take that, and they buy that. So some days I just tell the client like, listen, I don't have this because these people will not open their account for me. But sometimes just they don't care. They'll be like, oh, you don't have it, okay, I'm just gonna go to the other beauty supply store, they have it. They're talking about that, your competitor, the Asian beauty supply store. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Then if you're, so this is another thing that I should have probably mentioned, and I was mentioning point 2, which is very important, your character. So your first year in business or your first and second year in business, you want to be in your store, unless you cannot quit your job. Maybe you have a very good job that pays you a lot of money that you cannot quit right away. But if you're working a job that doesn't give you a lot of money, please be at your store. You'll make more money there just by being present. I know stores that where I'm actually working with this client right now. So she was in her store for a whole year, never left, never missed a day. And then she hired some employees, and then she was always at the store, and the employees were at the store still doing well. She was monitoring what they were doing. She was coming in to help when the employee is struggling with her clients. By struggling, I mean, like, sometimes a client comes in and they're like, like the example I just told you, they're like, I need crochet hair, but I want Freetress crochet hair. And the employee will just say, we don't have Freetress, and the client will just walk away. But you as a person, as a business owner, you'll be like, I don't have Freetress, but do you want to come see? I have Lulu Tress, I have Ali Tress. You want to come see what I have? So that's the difference between you working in your store and an employee working in your store. This person actually started making $5,000 less every month just by not being at her store. She was going through a personal thing at home where she couldn't be able to be at the store, and she was taking that hit every month. I think she lost $5,000 every month for, I think, 4 straight months. She called me. She's like, hey girl, you need to help me out. This is not going well. I'm just losing money. I'm bleeding right now. We're working with her, and we're working on how to get her employees on board, and her employees to be able to make her money. So we have, like, we're doing incentives for the employees and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll see this month how it will end up being, especially January is a very slow month for many people in the business. So we want to see how it's going to go, because now we're working with the employees as well to motivate them to sell more. Employees, again, on top of not selling, sometimes they don't show up to work, and you still have to go cover that shift, or you remain closed. Sometimes they come to work late, and there's really nothing you can do. Sometimes consistency, sometimes they talk back at you. They're like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that, whatever you're asking me to do. The thing is, right now the market, businesses are struggling to hire employees. So you might wonder, like, why don't you just fire that employee who's giving you a hard time? And I always tell the business owners that contact me, I always say, like, don't be, actually there's a saying that says, be slow to hire and be quick to fire. But the market that we have right now is like, be quick to hire, be slow to fire, because if you fire this employee, you're not gonna get someone to work. So you're just gonna have to hold on this employee who's not doing their very best until maybe you find someone else, because what are you gonna do anyway? Like, for her, she has that thing that she's dealing with at home. She cannot just afford to not have an employee, so she's just trying to work with whatever she has. It's not gonna be easy, it's not gonna be perfect. It's it is what it is. Again, the ridiculous, well, if I was employed, I wouldn't call it ridiculous, but right now people are making like $18 an hour, $17 an hour, $20 an hour. As a beauty supply store or just a new business that's starting out, that's very high to be paying. You're gonna struggle to just find employees for somewhere you're comfortable paying. And the last point that I have is time and commitment. This kind of piggybacks on the 2 points that I've mentioned before about you as an entrepreneur, but this is different. I put this aside because some people get into this business without fully understanding the role of an entrepreneur. So while if you're employed, you're doing like a 9 to 5 kind of situation. So when you get to work at 9 and you work until 5 and leave and go home, you kind of leave, you just leave your desk and go home, chill with your family, and come back the next day. As an entrepreneur, it doesn't go like that. So as an entrepreneur is a 24/7 business. Like you as soon as you close the doors to your business, you're thinking like, okay, so how much money did we make today? What is my sales tax? I need to put that aside to pay my taxes. Let me check my emails, let me respond to the vendors, let me see if we're compliant. There's so many things you need to be compliant, licenses, safety for extinguishers and stuff like that. You have to check your inventory, check your marketing, and you still have to go through your inventory. You have to, there's just a lot of things that happen in the business. So this cannot be a 9-to-5 business. You cannot give up on your business like that. You have to be doing your business throughout. So you go home, you're cooking dinner, you're eating, and after that point maybe you're going through your emails. Like, it's a full-time job, and by full-time I mean it's a 24/7 job. Until you're able to have systems in place where the business kind of run itself, and you can afford it as well. Like, you can be able to afford have an accountant, run things for you, have a payroll service run things for you, have these other extra services that are running things for you in the background, like marketing, like sending emails, like you just have things going on, so you're freeing yourself. But when you start out, you're gonna do a lot of it. So some people get into this business, and I've had a business owner reach out to me, and they're like, oh my gosh, I need your help. I have been at my business last year. So this is someone I was talking to early this month, and they're like, I have been in my business last year every single day. I am so tired. I cannot do this anymore. I need help. I need you to help me. You need to help me set up my business. So she does have a business going on, but we're trying right now to set it up in such a way that she can be able to execute some items, and she'll be able to delegate some items so she can get time off. And she has little ones. I think she's like me. I have a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old. So she's like, oh, I cannot do this really. So that's how I help people as well, because if you're following my journey right now, I am mostly home. I have delegated a lot of things. I'm lucky to have set up these things in place, but I have worked extra hard for that. I have really literally earned my break right now, because I have done so much to be able to get here, and I can help you as well. So you can always reach out to me. Okay, so this marks the end of this video. I hope you are considering the points that I have listed down. To me, those are kind of the big points to consider. There's a lot of other things to consider. There's location, what vendors are you gonna carry, how many other beauty supply stores are in your area, do you have family who can help you, do you have like brothers and cousins and aunts and people who can be able to help you run the store. There's a lot of other things that you can consider, but in my opinion, the ones that I've mentioned, those are like your main ones. And this year, again, I am committing to posting one video every week, the one that I've planned. And if during that week I end up with another video, I'm gonna be doing a business recap for this week, my business, and maybe to give you guys an idea of like a day-to-day, what happens in a business. Okay, so watch out on my next video. It's gonna be interesting. You will not believe what happens in my business this week. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. You go build your dreams, and let's open as many stores as we can. This is our industry. Let's keep money in our community. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.